An arrow is a shaft tipped with a broadhead or field point on one end and feathers or vanes on the other. The crossbow bolt was a short dart-like device utilized for indoors competitive crossbow shooting in Europe. The crossbow arrow is usually shorter than the vertical bow arrow, but is still an arrow. Each manufacturer stipulates in the owner's manual the minimum size arrow to be shot out of each of their crossbow models. Never attempt to shoot an arrow that is spined lighter or that is shorter than those recommended. Shooting shorter, lighter arrows can damage your crossbow and create a safety hazard to you and those around you. The vast majority of crossbow arrows are aluminum shafts with either a flat-capped or half-moon nock at the guidance end and threaded inserts at the other. Utilizing the shorter and lighter arrows of the crossbow, broadheads should fall into the 90 to 125 grain class. Larger heads put the balance point too far forward on the arrow, causing it to come out of the bow front-heavy. Smaller heads put the balance point too far back of the arrow, creating the opposite effect. Fixed blade broadheads, as a rule, should be 3-blade configuration for best performance. The most important connection in archery is where the fixed blade broadhead connects to the arrow. That connection becomes even more critical with the lighter, shorter crossbow arrow. Once the broadhead is screwed into the shaft of the arrow, it should be placed on a hard surface and spun. Place the tip of the broadhead on a solid surface. Circle the shaft with the thumb and index finger of one hand and spin the shaft with the other. Closely watch the collar of the insert where the broadhead is screwed into the arrow. If the broadhead spins true like a top, it will fly true. If there's a wobble, it must be corrected before it will fly true.